Coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the
Is this a new stadium?
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Guys, I think we have a problem.
What?
When you go kick the field goals, I don't think they show where it's at.
Oh, no.
Because it's on a higher difficulty. I'm not sure, but if that is the case...
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
Uh-oh.
And all the way in.
First play, touchdown Bengals.
A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Uh-oh.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock.
Looks like
we are rebuilding, boys. Gamer.
Bullock good on the extra point.
It's not that hard to kick field goals.
Okay. Hard, man.
It's a little more difficult, but you'll get used to it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
This Fortnite battle royale.
On first and 10.
Back in there.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive.
You left him wide open.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second.
Ben, how did you stop Jordan from completing a million passes?
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
So basically, I'm screwed.
Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, because my guys aren't going to follow him at all.
It's good for a dozen and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season.
You're kidding me.
Nice completion.
And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This game is awful. I hate it.
27. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a first and 10 at the 18. McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Green 39! Green 39! On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's see, this will be a first down or a touchdown.
What's that guy doing? Dog.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He's faking it, he's faking it, he's faking it.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you
it's lagging.
open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That could, like,
and all that
do this
work,
achievement really cheeky.
would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I could do one of these achievements
Cincinnati
really
now ready to
cheaply.
take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive.
We'll have a game with each of the 32 NFL teams.
Do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your
I just go into exhibition mode and edit the settings for like 1 minute.
Is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's
Dude, I can't throw a pass.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Going Madden Legends. What I missed him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw
There's
it
2
on every
extra
down?
teams. There's Madden 8 and Madden Legends.
Did you say Imagine Dragons?
And it's
Not at
complete.
all.
Henry, first catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver.
What am I looking at?
No one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue.
And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Steve Young, and his backup is Dan Marino. What the heck? And Michael Vick.
Down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Damian Tomlinson. Terrell Davis.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to John Ross.
Jerry Rice.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And the tip there altered the flight, and it falls in.
What kind of pass was that?
2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lewis, Brian
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Detroit. Detroit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
No, it's like the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
CJ Verdell's hurt in the first quarter.
Looking to throw. Fields. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it.
It's so much more faster coming back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown.
I don't know who he is, but I want him.
Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole
thing.
Johnny Hacker.
Kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it tipped off your receiver's head.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh, come on.
Wide open, complete.
You can't just leave him that far open.
All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
He is so stupid.
A big play there. 64.
I'm happy I didn't spend my own money on this.
The Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And
where's my blocking at?
Will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Fields. And caught by Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles
no, that was not a
Davis,
1st down.
Gordon, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Excuse me?
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not.
Did you see that?
First down marker.
He caught it and he ran the wrong way. I hate this game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something.
I did have something. It was a 1st down.
What the heck? Let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on second down. Lawrence.
Are you not going to cover him?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
What's the point of running the ball?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I'm trying, but...
Just pass it, because you're going to complete it every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I'm done. I'm done.
Now he bowls him over, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
You're fine.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Off play action. Lawrence. His throw caught. To 6.
I'm done.
Get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard
Doesn't matter if my defense is all 9 overall, so don't do your job. 152 receptions. Or receiving yards, whatever.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that is caught.
Oh, my guy would have dropped it.
Will Fuller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some...
Let me throw the ball, please.
Brought down a Raider sack.
Please.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try.
Oh, you're not going to call that? Okay.
The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw again. Fields toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. John Ross,
this is definitely my last season. I'm not dealing with this another year.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it.
Wide open guy is just completely
needed a
messes it.
touch more air under under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking to throw. Fields. Throwing left side.
Holding offense.
They stopped him shy of the marker. Thought they were bringing up 4th down. And then that.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Adios.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And
what?
It pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there.
No, it hasn't.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's caught left side.
Of course, he hangs on to it.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence.
Is anybody going to try to tackle him?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
What am I looking at? He just outruns 3 dudes. I'm about ready to run this game over with the...
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gone! Set! Please!
Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Fields looking deep downfield.
You're kidding me.
Bodies here, and it's intercepted.
I'm done with this dude. He doesn't even go up for it.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2?
Because that should have been a completion.
Well, you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. The 30. 20. And he's in for the touchdown.
Good game.
The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get
I'll go ahead and play the second half, but I'm not going to try.
What a way to finish.
I have people running the wrong way with the ball, people dropping open passes.
Can they convert it and bring it back out?
He picked off for him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll
and I can't even kick the ball because the game's going to lag.
By with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Try someone to go pick up
midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position.
Hey Lex, can I interest you in Madden 19?
Looking to throw.
I have never played Madden 19.
He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route,
have a riot at Best Buy.
As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
He did a whole
truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches.
Oh, you're up by 3 touchdowns, yeah.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
The game, it's lagging too much now.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Yeah, Ben was here, but I think he went to sleep.
He jumped the line.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
You know what, fuck it. I don't need cat lady, black cat lady.
On first down, Fields looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watching that, Marty.
Throwing again. Fields. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay.
I didn't even pick a play on defense.
Pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Oh,
and now whistles
yeah, but the 5 times you do it, they don't call it. Okay.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Damn.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
I think it was glitched out.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
With you without your clothes on.
Whoa, Lex.
Why is it so difficult to find the play I want?
Off play action. Lawrence.
No, this one is a person.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Another guy wide open down the field.
Before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stick.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Day 17 signature has yet to put in the exit essay.
Bruh.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
How do you drop that? How do you drop it? This is why I'm just going to quit the game next season.
In terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
Nice pass.
At all times, in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Wide open receiver complete. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
That's nowhere near the guy.
And a big turnover there as these guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed him, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget
the interception was nowhere near where it...
Put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And the Raiders have got him.
Oh, Henry's hurt?
So
okay.
Much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack.
He's my tight end.
Kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They have certainly looked his way.
It's okay. Next play, I'll completely overthrow it somehow.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Forced out to his left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14.
Shoulder tear in the first game of the season.
The last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two.
Can you hurry up and hike the ball?
A microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back to throw. Fields over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 20.
I feel like the only reason you up the quarter length is so you could break a record.
Life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fields.
I don't know how long you want me to hold circle down for.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is in.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now running right through it. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody, or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43.
I don't know why I was literally able to get into the backfield one time when I'm on defense.
It's almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Fields. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he couldn't hang on through it through the contact. And he couldn't hang on through it.
I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Fields. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Off the play fake. Fields. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
The first DLC of all the DLCs.
We have
Carlson now to add the extra point.
It's like I want 100% the game completely.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And
that will extend this big lead.
Yeah.
Yikes.
This will take so much time. I did like a killing mission. Like a follow the money mission. It was spectacular, better off. Yeah, I don't like that, but I'm gonna probably end up doing it. Because the New Game Plus is easy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's easy. I did that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
I think that was
this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second down. Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Over the middle, it's complete. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here.
Right.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Leopard!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Back to throw. Fields. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And my goodness, another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.